Ну что, всем привет! Сегодня я решила постримить Vampyr. Я эту игру уже, не скажу, что проходила, играла в нее. Честно, от всей истории прошла, наверное, процентов 40 максимум. Дальше мне что-то там стало тяжело, я забила хрен, поэтому... А вот на днях меня решила заново пропереть играть. Что я хочу сказать заранее про эту игру? То, что она... Как обычно я люблю, все зависит от выбора моего. То есть весь сюжет складывается из моих выборов. И впечатление у меня после нее осталось такое, что тяжеловатая для меня игра в том плане, что я такая, типа, сопереживающая, и поэтому мне жалко тут всех персонажей. Поэтому это нелегко. Что ж, начнем. Наверное, среднюю выберем.
Dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare.
Да, начало тут жесткое.
From ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Тут для меня даже музыка тяжелая, если честно. Такая, блин, все страдальческая здесь. Ой, не хочется мне этого делать, конечно.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary.
Что-то странное с графоном, по-моему.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Да, явно что-то странное с графоном.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! There's one of them. No, please,
Бляха,
stop.
муха.
I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself. Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast!
Угу.
Sorry.
Ничего нету, да? Лучше без вариантов, да, тут всех глушить. Я почему спрашиваю, потому что я не помню уже. Да, понятно. Давай назад, Ярик. А, я запутался. Извиняюсь, что так происходит. Я не знаю, что происходит.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Увидал, бежит, бежит. Ну, и что ты встал? Нормально тебе?
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place?
Да, жестко. С графонием.
The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Хорошо, это хоть в этих кат-сценах.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Крепота. Надеюсь, к следующей трансляции я это починю.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Чел, ты еще не понял, да?
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer. Her eyes as
Извиняюсь, one second. Я дичайше извиняюсь.
Who goes there?
Вечно, когда я начинаю стримить, блин, кому-то что-то надо обязательно.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Ну, если вам будет интересно, на стоп поставить.
The sun is high. I cannot leave now. This makes
Боже
no
мой, да
sense.
что ж такое?
None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
Это пиздец, если честно. Ой.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is. As mad as the moon. Who changes blood in sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Развитие. В убежищах вы можете отдохнуть и развить навыки. Чтобы повысить свой уровень и улучшить вампирские навыки, вам придется тратить опыт. Ой, так много вариантов. Что это? Вампир применяет силу своей крови, чтобы восполнить обычный повышенный урон, а также ускорить восстановление мышц, нервов и костей. Тут в любом случае без вариантов. Угу. А по-моему, еще ролик был какой-то, показывающий, как это работает. Что-то я... Или мне уже бредно... Бредно. Вот это мне больше нравится. Нельзя.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Ну, тетки нет. Валим Джонни.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Обыскиваем по Шурику.
It's locked.
Нам тут вообще все пригодится.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Бляха, он там. Да что ты никак. Укусив врага, вы получите кровь для применения навыков и восстановления здоровья. Давай попробуем.
A strength I never knew I had.
О, привет. О, так, что там? Ага. Бросили как у него. Ну-ка. Оф. Кайф. Ничего тут. Ой, ты тут откуда? Ой. Ох ты. Дядь, ты чё такой? Два инвалида дерутся просто. Да куда ты, дурак? Готов. Ой, что тут у него? Показывает практика. В ящиках обычно тоже что-то есть.
sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
О,
For what happened to us.
вкусняшка.
This thirst for blood. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Ой-ой-ой.
This
Мы настолько
is despicable.
одичавшие животные.
What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered.
Что за деньгами тут разбрасываются?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. There is no one in sight. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Так, ну чё, мы пришли. А, вон. Ой, я как вспомнила, как я играла в эту игру. Мне так нравится, то что... Ну, блин, как объяснить? Все вот эти вот люди, чему они там, по-моему, подвластны или что-то типа того. Как они все отображаются.
A little life.
Характеры их.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's a local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blamed a sewer dog, eh?
I'll leave you to your bottle then. Whoever he may be.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Ну, другие вопросы я не стала задавать, потому что и так понятно, что это за место.
Oh, God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Понял, принял. Что у вас тут есть? Завалявшееся, ненужное.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
This is no place for you. Prewed has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire! Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself! I need a word. Anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Ну, хоть графон не скачет уже. Тьфу-тьфу-тьфу.
And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Как бы интересно понял.
Using the expert, how would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Да-да-да. Мгм.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Понятно, что ничего не понятно. Мгм. Извините, можно у вас тут немножко пошарюсь?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Evening, sir.
I have a few questions.
Well, if
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
the truth. What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Том. Вы получили подсказку. В ней содержится личная информация о горожанине или человек, который с ним связан. Понятно. Ой, так, вампир, и для развития навыков вам нужна кровь. Индикатор качества крови указывает, сколько опыта вы получите. Понятно. Ага, еще тут много. Вот эта штучка мне тоже нравится. Тут все так это расписано. И лечить можно людей.
Welcome back.
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you, you were the only other
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Окей.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
А, капсда ему тут.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. These men. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Доберемся. Вот и все. Ага, понятно. Ну, и чё я жму? Я чуть не пропустила. Беззвучно, аж пипец.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Блин. Что-то я чуть-чуть запуталась. Сейчас. Где тут? О. Так. ТГ. Ага. А где пистоль? Где? Нигде. В принципе, зачем он нам? Если мы и так издалека нормально хреначим. О, ушел. Как красться. Иди сюда. Воу. Да что ты не уклоняешься, ты дурак? Да Shift для кого придумали? Вот он уклоняется, а ты нет. Почему? Точно Shift? Уклонение. Пробел. Ёпта. Ладно. Взаимодействие. Ф. А где ходьба удерживать Q? О, ё-моё. Ты меня не видел. Ой, и там товарищ. Да. Ну давай, иди, да. Да вы уроды, блядь, со своими стрельбищами. Сколько крови-то попито. О, на тебя-то мы и не рассчитывали. Ты где? Привет. О! Крысы часто водятся рядом с убежищами, чтобы быстрее их найти, задействуйте чутье. О, это мне надо.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
М,
Stay with me, William. As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
А как снабдить? М, Не понять.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Где ты базаришь? Почему чутье не включается?
Can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Тип-тип-тип-тип-тип. У него ж крови нет, что ты там пьешь? А, блядь. Энергии-то нет. М! Ну что ж ты так долго замахиваешься? Да ёпты. Дурак. Тут только я могу пить. Да заманал. Неужели я здесь сдохну? Это же изичный уровень. Да что ты? Господи. Что за лох? Я. Эй, бедолага.
William was an honourable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I am a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Дела.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Ты-то тут откуда нарисовался?
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you were a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back.
Ля какой.
I will tell you, she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reid.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reid, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid, marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reid, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Так и начинается наша история, запутанная, неизведанная.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane. For I bring good news.
Oh, Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scout said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King
Ля,
Country.
модник
He'll be
какой,
joining
а?
us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Извиняюсь, сейчас приду. Итак, я здесь. Прошу простить меня за ожидание. Мне больно смотреть на эту милипиську ХП. Это средний уровень сложности. Да. Что же с нами будет дальше? А зачем ему вот эти вот открытые и неоткрытые двери, если он может тэпаться? Что за поножовщина?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you are.
Нормально.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist
Mr.
you to that
Cox.
better place.
Качество крови указывает на то, сколько единиц опыта вы получите, убив этого горожанина. Чем выше качество крови, тем больше опыта вы получите. Загипнотизировать. Чтобы выпить кровь человека, сначала нужно загипнотизировать его и увести подальше от посторонних глаз. Если ваш уровень гипноза равен уровню сопротивления жертвы или превосходит его, вы можете получить контроль над ее разумом. Что вы мне даже выбор не даете, хочу я его убить или нет?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Он, конечно, гондон, но, блин. Объяв его, вы получите много единиц опыта, но помните, это приведет к определенным последствиям. Чем больше вы узнаете о горожанах, и тем больше собираетесь связаться с ними. Подсказала, понятно.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another.
Ачивку дали. Оставить Клея в живых после первой встречи.
Life.
Эй, дурак.
Did I black out?
Пошли в больницу. Херли, ты тут сейчас кони двинешь.
What happened?
What's happening?
Oh, I feel giddy.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Первый раз, когда я его встретила в прошлой своей игре, я его кокнула. Не помню почему.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
When you accepted the job from him, I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Ну ладно, тули. Привет.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
This hospital is not exactly the best of...
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the staff?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the...
Tell me more about cherished people then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and
Сестра
dedicated nurse I've
Бранаган.
ever worked with.
Запомним.
A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about them?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish she would get out of his office down again.
Goodbye, Dr. T. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. John.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Прям вот так сразу.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital?
I've been an ambulance driver since...
It sounds like things have been a bit rough.
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know.
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Goodbye, Milton.
Goodbye, Milton. Ничем не болеет. Это хорошо. Ой, это опять
Good
ты?
evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed,
Goodbye. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm
Вот в
Dr. Reed.
отличие от Геншина, здесь интересно разговаривать с персонажами,
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
узнавать что-то новое, нет болтовни просто бесконечной, которую невозможно пропустить.
My clemency. Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to
Каждый перс со своей
You'll never
личностью.
forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
Married such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mean?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the
I'll leave you, mistress of the...
Ясно, поехавшие. Привет.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be...
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Does my arrival inconvenience you?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your...
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ля какой, а?
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine...
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around.
Carelessness?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Thank you for your time.
Ну тут интересно собирать инфу про всех. Пусть я не любитель читать всякую дичь.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of...
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. Her arm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that it's
Да.
not for me.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It's...
So do you let her bite you? You know...
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real.
Куда я
for once.
попала?
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Where were you stationed?
I really don't want to...
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your state?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask you precisely?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've...
Бедолага.
Goodbye for now.
Damn. The pain. It's there again.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, so...
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and...
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing...
Have you made friends since you...
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just...
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest...
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel...
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll...
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest.
How did you end up in William?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place, and he refused to let me go.
Why did he...
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood.
You dared to enter this awful place alone?
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
What is the General's...
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gang.
Has the gang...
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long.
Who leads the gang?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Привет, тетя.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Well, it's a euphemism.
How would you describe it?
It's serious. The flu is
You must get...
Sorry. I mean,
Nurse,
I wish I could believe you.
how is the
Not well.
Ну, тут
Why is...
неинтересный персонаж, поэтому я, наверное, промотаю.
Why does Milton dislike...
I don't know. Just ask him.
How long have you been...
Or long enough to see that.
You'd be surprised what dedication...
Sorry, Doc.
Goodbye, nurse.
Так, а что мы там нового узнали про него? Неважная репутация. Только пришел уже обчищать. Грустно все это.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Ага. Я даже хз, как их ставить.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
Много букв.
I have so much time now. It's locked, all right.
Ну ладно.
What can I do for you, Doc?
Так, с вами...
I gave him
С вами
when you Doctor
уже я разговаривала всеми.
second.
Thank you.
Да сколько ж вас тут, а?
Good evening, madam. Can I...
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to say. Just take care of my...
Are you really that rich?
Yes, thanks to my husband.
May I ask if you...
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for...
Yes, and I paid without question.
Goodbye, Mrs. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
No.
Really?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your name?
Mortimer.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here?
My mother just wants the best for me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox.
It's not me you have to convince, Doctor.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor,
That's tempting, Doctor.
How painful is your...
So painful, I'd rather not.
I'll let you get...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Still more coming. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the...
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals.
Are you satisfied?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed.
I won't lie to you about it.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for... Goodbye for now.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Блин, пока тут со всеми поговоришь.
I believe we're going to be Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Thank you. I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. What do you think of Dr. Aykroyd's aversion?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your different...
I believe that if Dr. Aykroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Aykroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Please, could you tell me?
I'm a great admirer of your work, concern.
What made you...
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by...
It's always a pleasure to share.
This epidemic may be the century's...
I based my...
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just...
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
You're not the first one to warn.
What can...
Well, it has always been an honor to work...
You seem...
I'm convinced that this epidemic is...
Questions remain about our...
True. Last summer...
Do you need help with...
Well, yes, maybe.
Do you want me to play the...
Oh no, Dr. Reed.
I see. Well, give me the address. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was
But why would he hide such crucial information?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse...
Do you think keeping his distance was...
All I know is that I'm taking care of human...
Goodbye, Doctor. Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously...
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother? if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids.
Tell me more about the death of your wife.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their...
How are your children?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey.
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be?
I was working a double. She went out bringing a hot meal.
Ясно. 1000, да? Тебя жалко. Блять, если я того чурбана не смогла кокнуть, то остальных тем более жаль будет.
Goodbye for now.
Так, кто-то еще где-то что-то. О.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Rid.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you.
Did he really?
All members of staff have already...
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected...
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his...
If it wasn't for him, I probably...
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
How are things?
Not good, to say the least.
An invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks...
Do you think this hospital can survive?
We are all volunteers.
I'm not familiar with all...
Brilliant professionals. Most of them.
Most of them?
It would be inappropriate for...
Is there anyone...
Well, I have never met...
Why should his age be...
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something...
No. I may disagree with some...
Ну и ладно. О, я как раз с тобой хотела потрындеть. Не открылось ничего. Так, чё, кто тут еще остался? Еще 3. Я вас всех путаю, вы же, блин, на одно лицо. там какой-то глаз был. Ух ты! Блин, надо срочно бежать. Что ты, блин, кряхтишь? Ой, бля.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Блин, да где ж оно было-то, елки-палки? Может, тут? Он уже вышел. Так, еще раз. Ни хера непонятно, но очень интересно. Я уже запуталась, где мое? Пусть будет так. А, так вот, у меня тут, да, опыт. О, вот это мне надо. Все, мы готовы.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Ну что, я думаю, на этом пока стоит завершить. Двухчасовое такое знакомство у нас получилось с персонажами. Далее, я думаю, будет все более насыщенно. Так что приходите, будем дальше узнавать, что же произошло, кто виноват, кого я все-таки сожру, а может и не сожру. Вот. Так что до скорых встреч. Пока.